out here or ISO, procking that shield. You can expect these defenders to consistently press the issue and find fights. MadV needs to find those opening duels, and for the side of ZETA, it is the cookie cutter comp. Suzu had such an explosive day yesterday.
Ooh, speaking of explosive, look at this late mid pressure. This is nice. MadV wants to really apply this early, set the tempo and set the tone, but this is dangerous because ZETA are patient and they strike well. Suzu, Serena, Arco, all of them delivering the way they need to. Toki's in trouble, gets overwhelmed, and Suzu off to a damn good start here. And that's scary. She gets going early. Now down to Mary. Too many targets, too little time. Not many people come out unscathed from a game against Shopify Rebellion. So I think for them, let's see what they've learned going forward here. Looking like a gamble stack into this one, but we've seen ZETA are very patient on this attack. They're happy to play this out, look for information like this. That should be able to be relayed across, and they've already got a nice exploration up through middle.
Crossfire here between Eiko and Moko. The blind goes off. Everyone is grouped up for the defenders. I gotta keep talking about Suzu. Yesterday, the ADR Lauren was absolutely out of this world, and she was on Jet. When she was on that raise first, on towards that what was it, Haven?
Yeah.
I thought, okay, that makes sense. It is raised. You got that splash damage. Of course, you're gonna have that much ADR. But even on the Jet, the way Suzu was just finding those picks and keeping her team in the game, it was incredible stuff. So Suzu, we'll see if she has that same kind of performance.
I was hoping to see if we could maybe get Eva with that dart back to give them a little bit of a goer towards the site, but already Suzu's on the case. Not letting this get too far out of the hand, and yeah, locked down in the end. I think I want to see what a round looks like in a more standard approach, right? That patience from Falcons here leaves ZETA to have to press the issue further. And again, it looks like a high priority towards middle. Mary the one to greet, and that's stunning from Mary. That's what you need to see a little bit from her as well. One of the legends of game changers. She is going to have to perform today. And so far, taking down Suzu is a big name to claim.
Yeah, flashing to get even more of a deep line, get that information. She saw nobody, but all 5 members of the defenders still maintaining their 2-on-2 perimeter. It looks like UR wants to drone through. Pretty soon she's gonna spot that camera that's on that wall in that A site and call out to her team that the Cypher setup is at A.
Big information spotted now. Toki do anything here? No, has to let them slip. Lex is in a little bit of trouble, does divide. Takes away Serena, quick snap towards Arco. Couldn't handle the pressure through main. Gives Moko a chance here, but it's a 2v4.
Player standing.
Yeah, there's just too many people here. Spike being left where it's at as well, deep within Falcon's hands. A very tough round and a very solid.
Good to see a dominant first round. Just handle that bonus round, Lauren.
Yeah, this is all good stuff. A little bit of a switch up here as well. Seeing Cypher leaning over towards the B side. Having MadV then switch towards Tree. Again, just quite a standard approach from ZETA. Not really too much too quick, but slipping up towards Cat here. They've got a lot of freedom, but I like this from Falcons though. Exploring A main as well. Taking some space back here. Good information, but there is an alarm bot that should give away the game. That's 2 rifles heard there.
Yeah, and that sound cue is going to be a lot of information. You know Suzu heard that, even the footsteps going backwards, but the long line that MadV has, she's going to know that nobody's coming up Cat. You can see that Mary's reacting and going towards top mid.
Yeah, this is a nice pivot though, a nice mid round. They've got that contact, that information on A, and they think, now we'll fancy our chances on B, but it's tricky. 2 towards the back of the site and 1 towards CT, now in the form of Mary coming over. This site take does get trickier, down to 39 seconds, and Falcon's playing patient, not giving away the game here either. No easy fights for Suzu. She's gonna have to work for her dinner, and she can't get it this time. Lexa again, stopping it before it starts. MadV looking to re-clear that mid space, check back on that. Didn't maybe catch Serena there, but still it's on the site that's the pressure. Eva, Lexa, back to the wall and standing tall. It's down to the last 2 and struggling to find pure impact again. Spike being left where it's at, 13 seconds. This is more than uphill. Good pick, but to find the last 3, I don't think it's gonna happen. Wouldn't put it past them. They're an incredibly good team. A lot of people after witnessing that last ZETA performance, you know, very much going, oh, do you remember Iceland? Do you remember that lower bracket run? It has to start here though. Big answer back from Falcons to course correct, but stands to do of Sheriff's coming out. Just kind of taking the tour of the map. They get some damage, a couple of ults very nearby as well for ZETA, so they could find something here. But again, look how deep, look how passive, patient Falcons
My
are playing,
ultimate is
giving
ready.
away nothing.
Man, you can see that they just want to play off of Mary's flashes here on the back lines. Mary sending out that TP, a good indicator that she wants to go sniffing, get some deeper information, but 2 flashes still in her back pocket. The duo in Mary and MadV setting up a high-low crossfire here.
Suzu,
Good smoke.
so dangerous around this corner. They shuffled in a little bit. There's the flash. Yeah, they're having to respect it enough here. Suzu's been given a little bit of room, but it's not much, and you can still see Toki as well. Make sure no one slipped further forward. They've just
30 seconds
inserted, they've
left.
just put her in towards position by tree, and the rest of the team heading over towards that B side. This could be big. There's some real opportunities here. Do they commit off the back? They're going to hear all the rotations. Now they might call for another pivot.
Suzu's timing. Suzu's got some information. She's gonna be able to almost get the pick. That's a lot of pressure in the spike.
Time.
It's going back towards A.
Spikes down. Now they're running low on
Spike
time.
down
8
A.
seconds now, and I think the Falcons have realized what's been going on, and they've handled it to perfection. I liked what ZETA tried. They're very creative, but that is just simply not in.
Teammates here. Looks like she's probably gonna be using that ultimate in the post plant. All 5 members, they want to take this A site.
The knife close means that they're not going to be able to get rid of too much of this side for Util. There we go, dealing with it the best they can. Suzu's in, but the paranoia does deny any ability to try and gap close maybe towards heaven, so she's going to be held towards the site. Toki getting curious, but it's going to be Arco to find Lexa. Site now looking far more secured, but one player does get nabbed. And it's going to be UR, who's been having a rough game so far, and it seems to continue. MadV keeping up the record, looking good. Moko going to find Toki, but the plant is going to be in.
Serena did make it into the site, but she had to get pushed out, drop down the lockdown towards that A main, so it keeps the defenders nearby.
Yeah, 2 towards Hell, 1 short and 1 very disconnected over towards, I guess, late main. If they can overwhelm, there could be issues here. ZETA are gonna have to call back their players pretty darn quick because Falcons are clearing through. Suzu needs to stand guard, keep their eyes turned. Both players over towards here. Great shot from Suzu. Needs a bit more though, starting to defuse. Already gonna make it towards halfway. No, they get off it and they take the fight instead. Falcons pulling off the retake
Together, but
Get out of my way.
This is getting a little bit scary though for ZETA because you're feeling a bit kind of stuck in the mud almost. You've been held on that 2 rounds now. Let's see if they can break back through here. Suzu, Moko, both trying to make up a play out of this one. Suzu knives are out, but there's plenty of targets. Moko just dives in towards CT, and Falcons still holding on to this though. They're not going down without a fight. Spike is creeping over towards the stairs, but Ava retaking the space over towards Catwalk, and Arco can do nothing but... The other part that worries me is that MadV's 1 away from the ult again. It just feels so punishing. Speaking of ults as well, Mary gonna spot out 2, potentially more. Yeah, plenty more. Mary, what are we gonna do with this one? It's gonna be the Hunter's Fury on top. I quite like this. Does it get as much of a reward as she would want though? No, it doesn't look like it. A little
you
unfortunate.
even saw the vulnerable coming through here from MadV down that cat line, so
I like the idea.
yeah, so much utility towards that mid. 2 big ults though off the table, not a lot of damage, so ZETA are happy with that. They do take care of this trip, and now we're going back to that round about 2 rounds ago when we talked about that map control coming from ZETA. This time they choose not to go sniffing or poking towards that cat. This drone is gonna give a lot of information over to Falcons. They just spotted the KO inching and cheating towards that B.
And Arco trying to go back towards Cat, I don't know how much it's going to really sell. I mean, you saw a lot of info off that. The flash, I mean, Arco's going to really try. Going to try and maybe pull a play away, and I'm looking towards the likes of Mary, who is rotating. This isn't bad. They're going to get curious,
30
though.
seconds left.
Yeah, but she feels confident towards B because her 2 players got so much A main information.
True. And look in the corner, Lexa's still here, needs to get cleared out on, and there's so many bodies. Somehow doesn't get more than 1, but it's Toki and MadV fighting in unison. Falcons just pouring in together, but a 3v2. Moko and Suzu still alive. Time down to 10 seconds. They need a plant, and they're gonna get it.
Suzu wants to go deeper. She wants to get a pick
enemy
and have an easier time, but gets shot in the back. Moko still has the blind.
Yeah, Mary doesn't need to overextend, and well, good luck, have fun. I don't think you're getting out of this one. No, MadV's record continues, and
Falcons coming through today.
yeah, that's 6 in a row now. ZETA, once again suffering money-wise, down to Sheriff's. Yeah, 2 stingers. No knives for Suzu, sadly, either. So, a couple of issues here. Already seeing the Outlaw out. Those light shields will just get completely melted, but it's Mad V.
The Yoru TP is so nearby at A. Gonna be able to provide insta-help is Mary.
Ooh. And yet you're right, Mary. You blink and she's there. She is the
one enemy remaining.
Last hope if they need it. And oh god, she just started off.
Stick to the normal Ascent game plan. Take care of the Sentinel utility.
Yeah.
Give the defenders, make them guess where you want to hit. Ooh, that should help look for some control. Early Hunter's Fury coming out here from UR and no damage.
A little unfortunate on that. Maybe, I don't want to say cause the rotation from Mary, but Mary's going to stick around, I guess. Bit of info towards B, so kind of showing presence on both sides of the map to an extent. But at this point, I look at the discipline we've been seeing from Falcons. They have been sitting quite patiently. Now, do they start aggressing further now?
Yeah, another repush in the mid round coming through for this A main, and this has been giving Falcons a lot of control.
Oh, they want to make this hurt. Moko trying to back away here. She swing.
Spot this. Okay, that sound cue is going to give a lot of information. Now Zeta, they just want to pause. So much damage to the wall.
Oh, Moko, he's so lucky to be alive. But this is a good call, though, to then try and maybe pressure towards B. But we've seen what that duo can do at the back of the side by Boathouse. So Alexa, going to be on red alert here. This pause for thought, you're looking at that mid-pressure from Serena. This has to be massively valuable,
wow.
and it is. Serena gonna get two, but Toki is the one to be cleared last. Finally, Zeta. Ult here as well, that's pretty nice. But I'm looking at aggression. Look at the way they're starting. Suzu already gonna find Mary. That should be pretty indicative that there's something up here. But you've already got to walk out on Cat. Massive info, surely from the owl drone there. I don't know how much it saw before it got broken, but Zeta looked to be very much on red alert. He's already seen Falcons kind of dissipate throughout the map.
Toki, the Omen on the side of Falcons. She wants to go maintain that A main control once again, and that movement here, being a teammate down,
Scanning ahead.
is definitely the play to make. No help coming through here for the defenders on B site this time. They want to fight this B main choke point. They don't want to get stuck and corralled and back site this time.
Oh, I feel like they should invest it would just give them everything they need. Lexa was playing by stairs and still is, so utilities down. Lexa just gun in hand sort of scenario gets revealed as well. Still clean on the shot, takes away Arco, and now for the follow-up, isolated but doesn't get the reward. So still, they get the site.
30 seconds
Spike
left.
carefully making its way through, and it's a 3v4. A difficult scenario for the Falcons to work back in from.
Should run.
But the lockdown is going to make matters worse. This gets difficult now. Mad V starting to strike first, takes away the first player who's willing to greet them over towards Market, towards CT.
Now, I'd be curious if Falcons actually attempt to do this retake or just contain and really ruin the money for the last round, but they're going for it.
Yeah, they want in. Okay, so two back sight. Serena already finding Toki there. Losing out on these numbers. It's going to be incredibly hard to clear this through. Moko's late positioning should be the final blow, and it looks like it will be as Madvi's gone down, leaving A for the last. Zeta.
Corralled Zeta to hit that B split. This time, starting towards that M1 area, operator in hand. Early TP from that dart.
So on either side, Suzu's feeling bold here. Walking up middle. Smoke just about fading. You're seeing the reposition here as well from the other side, right? Mary did show some presence at middle. Straight over towards Cat. This could be devastating. Mary could be the end of them. Couldn't get away. Massive punish. Zeta now could pressure this issue, but they pause. They're not going to just go in off the back of that pick. No, they take their time. Owl drone in. And rightly so. Additional player spotted. And now the space to be taken.
Good combos, pressuring Mad V off the line. That smoke cutting information even more. A site players and B site players, there's not going to be much help coming through.
They've been punished a couple of times by a player being pushed up towards top middle on those rotations. I think it was Mary and Mad V last time trying to make that dash back around towards B, but now
She was able to cross though. That's going to be huge.
30 seconds left.
TP has a little look. Eva, gotta be careful now.
Right
Paranoia in, smokes are in. Zeta stepping towards the site, and they've already lost the first. Moko goes down. The crossfires are outrageous. It's a little bit of a window. but it's a long road back. Falcons came out swinging, a wake-up call after the loss to Shopify Rebellion, and now an opportunity to build back into this tournament.
You saw Mary dropping that Euro TP towards that cat. The KO knife kind of delayed her, but that's a lot of sound cues. Not as good of a fake as they would have wanted, but it is keeping 3 members of the defenders at B.
Yeah, and the utility getting cleared now opens up those possibilities. The paranoia not really dissuading much. Counter paranoia might have caught Moko into hotel. Not sure if it even clipped through. No, Moko though just gonna get checked on. Very aware, but good damage. Serena now makes her reappearance up towards heaven, and now they're being corralled towards hell. Falcons back to the wall, and ZETA clearing. Such a big difference though to start this off with that pistol under their belt for ZETA. They needed it. That first half could have been pretty rough to recover from. Otherwise, Suzu already fighting Matt V. Hold on. Oh my God, Serena!
At a time, especially now swapping over to this defense.
Yeah, that
Slowly but
confidence.
surely, yeah, that confidence starts racking up.
Yeah, and speaking of confidence, look at that flash swing straight through an aim. It's on the bonus one. Oh my God, Suzu! Suzu goes ahead. Maybe a little too ambitious on that one. And that is a Vandal down. Now, not the end of the world, but would have been nice maybe to keep that in the back pocket.
I'm gonna assume that dash forward was meant
Yes.
to go to the dash to the right.
Yes.
Unfortunate for Suzu, almost making it work and improvising. Moko is in a good spot because of her weaponry here, forward, but we'll see if Eiko goes first or if she does. Looks like the attackers are just gonna slip by. No one is towards this B site.
A little scared, but well, okay so far. Losing out on your Omen can be a problem, but it's Lexa who's hearing everything. As ZETA trying to make some impact happen on this bonus, but they turn around and Moko! Oh, with 7 now, heating up a little bit. Falcon's gonna be asked the same questions we had for ZETA in that first half. How's that evolution gonna look? Now, they had a couple of goes here. Again, it was a pistol round and then a loss of a bonus, which really sucks for Falcons. That is a rough beginning, but we're not into those meat of the buy rounds. We haven't had those ults yet, really, so we've got to wait and see that. But for now, this could be another farming opportunity. We do have that outlaw, and they got a whole lot of light shields. And away we go,
no.
Matt V. Here we go, game on now. Looking to chase down Moko and gets it. Matt V on a bit of a tear here. Oh, what a shot! She's got the ult, and now got the rifle as well. Yeah, that's going to be a body caught in the trap. You are good luck. Looking for the fight real quick, massive! Lexa now in the 1v2. Spike is still down. Lexa doesn't want to give away position just yet.
Drone won't tag her. I'm wondering if the information came through from her teammates that both members are together. She's got 30 seconds to play with. Still hasn't
30
picked up a
seconds
rifle,
left.
but she's gonna be able to pick one up in hell.
I like this kind of staying together. Trying to play back around on short. They left the turret up towards heaven, but she's looking for a player to try and peek through. The timing is heartbreak. X-ray is off, but they're creeping closer purely in the eyes of Lexa right now. You can see it, you can feel it. They are right.
Gonna rip it. She's just
Straight
gonna
up.
rip it straight up. The Vold coming through as well. Look at this.
yeah.
Suzu in the corner with an Odin.
Oh, that, but still look at the damage. Even though she goes down, Mary deals with her quickly, seeing it as the highest threat there was. You are still on the site, and Moko in support makes it over in time. And now suddenly, Falcons are left into the blender. ZETA not letting anyone on the site. This is starting to look like ZETA woke up after that first half, just had to get into the swing of things in the second. Falcons, you had that upper hand, you had that advantage. You gotta stick the landing. As it stands, they are just going straight up the gut, straight through middle. Not getting too much of a fair fight when Suzu's doing this, just sprays and prays. And Mad V's the one to answer. That's a little far for my taste here. We don't need to be overly chasing these, I think. ZETA, gotta be careful here to not drop too much. I mean, they're in a fine position financially, but still, you don't want to give them way back in.
Their toes are burning, Lauren. The toes are burning. Should be able to get the spike down here, though. 2 flankers quick on their heels.
Yeah, still got Dart, still got, I think, even the Owl Drone as well. So some decent util, but kind of noted at this point. Gonna need someone to over-deliver. Ava's the one who's got the Bulldog. The rest still just on shares. Paranoia is there for Toki too. Whole lot of other players going back in from that top side. Down towards Heaven. Toki does get one, but one's not enough. We're going to look at Ava. Can't do it. Overwhelmed, outnumbered, and ZETA with a defuse. They have not lost a round on this half yet.
Looking to set the tone here. Seeing out their best strats, combo those ultimates together.
I mean, now's the time, isn't it, right? You're not going to get many more opportunities once you get to 11 and you look at the full hand that ZETA have. Every ult there, money, absolutely flush. And Suzu getting confident. She went nuclear before. Is it a time for it again? Already starting things off, and so composed as well. Didn't feel too flustered or threatened even then hearing Mad V coming around that corner. And the shield gets broken. Time to back away from Mad V.
That's so unfortunate. Good protocols coming through here for ZETA. Heard the sound cue of the shield. You might as well just spam it. See if you can get lucky, and lucky they did. Suzu should have gotten traded there.
Yeah.
Suzu should have gotten traded. Unfortunate for Falcons, but going and pressuring up this cat once again.
Yeah, this trying to flood on in. They've got the site they need, that's fine, but you look at the ults here, and already Arco's used theirs. You are going to layer that on top, and now there's problems. No safe plant just yet. Already ZETA closing in now. I think Mad V caught a touch of a tag on that, and another ult. This is 3 being burnt. This seems quite excessive, but it might be just enough. Serena gonna be pressured, and ZETA again mangling the Falcons, and oh wow, it's done for. We got Oh, the 1-2, the 1-2 punch. That is brutal here.
Cage 3. Point suppressed.
Doesn't look like Falcons want to fully hit either. And that's just a simple, dry opening peek from Suzu. I wonder if
I have the spike.
Mad V didn't even have her shield proc. That hurts.
Yeah, because the ISO is frustrating to op against, but hey, that shield's not there. Fair game as anyone else. So Falcons having to go through the protocol list here, right? Check close. We've been seeing a lot of players get more confident.
Right,
You got to be a little bit more worried about this.
Right here.
Things in line.
Unfortunate things of lacking that secondary initiator. No KO knife to alert of that slight cat push. That dart. Only spotted the Cypher.
Oh no, but Ava taking so much damage already, down to 5. You almost just want to dump the util and try and make something happen before she falls, but it's Serena to punish Lexa.
I'm back.
Mary's made it to sight. Mary's trying to... Oh! What a shot from Mary! And again, follows up. Maybe Falcons aren't down if Mary can still stand. But a 1v3 on 11 HP. This would have to be next level work. I don't know what she's meant to do here, but she's gonna give it a go.
Time to jump. Fake teleport.
18 seconds left on the clock. She does do another fake teleport sound cue.
But look at Suzu. Oh! Look at Suzu fall, but there's just 2. Now or never, Falcons.
It's
The verge of
you and
being
me.
decimated here. They do get a player from the site. Now there's already rotations in play. And there we go, Mad V with what she needed, the pick she needed, but the site is still under pressure. They finally want it over. They finally get what they wanted here. Spike gonna be picked up, but the cross is certainly not safe. Toki trying to ensure that. Allow Mad V to come through that spike and get it down and planted. Arco and Serena on the other side though, swing from the smoke and they make it closer towards stairs. Toki's gotta hear this, does find one, but a 1v1 and Serena! 1 in the name, and she closes out that 1v2. 13 for ZETA, flawless on this side.
The combos that Falcons have drawn up, on Ascent, things got a little bit out of hand. On Haven, they've got to make sure that they stick to the game plan, stick with their strongest openings, and that's Mad V right now. ISO shield popped, and she wants to get the entry at B.
But she backs. After all of that, she backs.
But they've done enough. They've drawn out most of the defenders towards the C site. There's nothing that's going to stop Mary from getting this site.
No, Mary's HP is worrying me, but it's fine. She can still at least take the space, right? She can still show that presence, clear backside, cool, nothing there, no worries. Right, we're going to filter back down C-Long.
Oh, the gun barrel.
Oh, Suzu! She's so devastating. And Mary surely on the chopping block as well. Suzu rinsing them both. Does go down, but the rest of ZETA are now here. As Toki left in a 1v4. ZETA right back in it. picking up the pistol. It's like we never stopped from that first map.
Never stopped indeed, and it's been Mako that's been impressive.
You've got a little blue in it as well.
It's so meant to be.
Yeah, truly, truly. Okay, a lot of pressure on UR's shoulders. Gotta be careful about this. Could have been punished, but very cautious, very prudent in approach, just to tap and not commit. But has to give up long.
Interesting camera coming out here from the defenders as well. It's making it sound like the Cypher is the lone defender at A, but in fact it's UR. She knows nothing's down cash. She can just focus towards A, but the ISO shield is too strong.
Yeah, that's a big weapon to pick up too.
Spike planted.
If they had any light shields, that would be a godsend. But that's fine, you work with what you got. But they kind of know where his position lost, but how do you flood back in here? Right, lots of util on Arco, you got the paranoia on Moko, you've got everything with Suzu and that judge. If she can get in, if she can be the instigator, the starter of all the things, this could be devastating. Serena already takes down one.
No.
Mary does have the shot eventually, so again, drawing the eyes away from Suzu. This 2v3 is still a bit tricky, still a bit uncomfortable. A diving head first, ain't gonna get the job done. Lex is still alive and breathing on 15. Can she be the hero? Not today. Serena with 4 and Zeta with 2.
What an impressive retake coming through here.
Spot on to this one. The bonus, obviously after the last, is not going to be as flush as they'd like, but Suzu still on the Vandal. Oh, Mary,
Wow.
there it is. There's the Mary you were waiting for. Sharp as anything. And now leads in towards the site, getting hungry for it, bloodthirsty a little as Arco on the punish. Denies Mary any further steps, but job already done until Arco lines him up and knocks him down. How's it a 3v2? Toki and Lexa.
And look at Mako. She's doubling back. She's got the blind in her back pocket as well. Both players on the same line. Serena's just going to make sure that both players cannot leave and push through spawn here, but oh boy.
It's only a ghost. I say that. We've seen stranger things, but Serena is sharp. That's not going to be enough. Suddenly, the floodgates are now open.
Yeah, Serena was in a more optimal line there, but unfortunately chooses to commit to the line. Toki's going to be able to get this spike down, but this is so fast. Eiko, thankfully for Falcons, they've got the trick there.
Yeah, Lexa being one of the 2 alive. Fantastic. Good
Spike
news.
planted.
So we'll have to pull some attention this way. So suddenly C-Long's not so safe for the post plant, so they can't commit towards that. They actually don't have much safety here.
Yeah, and if Lexa procs this camera at any point, they're going to know both players are coming through that garage. Pings coming across, I think, reminding of what lines the post planters are going to be looking at.
Right there.
You can see that they're so paranoid someone's still towards CT, or they're both sides are very unaware of each other's positions until now, just about getting it back in.
Right, Suzu going down towards the short A, and this time the dart is towards long.
Upper's got the stun ready as well, potentially. This could be big. Advi getting closer. They're going to hear all this, right? This is very known information.
Last time Falcons, when they just walked up, it was a solo UR, but each time Zeta has held onto this A site, they've been congregated towards this short A choke point. Ooh, contact.
I'm out of here.
It's a lot of information for Mary here.
Okay, just going to touch towards the corner here. Looking at the rest of Falcons, how do they want to try and maybe keep that attention elsewhere? Fall away, show some presence, do a little something, but they got to do it, otherwise those 3 players aren't going to be moving from that A site.
Drone doesn't give Zeta any information, but they feel comfortable enough to just leave the site. Those sound cues might have come across, but right now Zeta, they think this is a C split.
It's on UR, pretty much. There's 3 players going towards that A site. Mad V can try and sell them this fake, but she got to show this. She got to give them a little bit of something. Otherwise, they're going to start questioning, going, oh, no one's actually pushed. It's 30 seconds and the
30
smoke just
seconds
went
left.
heaven. That's when the penny drops. They now know the lurk gets dealt with. Serena, so sharp, so heads up. The Falcons get the site. So plant is in. Shock dart. Don't know where that one's off to.
planted.
That one's a little bit better there. Gonna get a little bit of chip damage towards Toki, but still. For now, we look at this retake potential. Lots of util. Looking at that flood through heaven. It is game on, and Toki holds the line until the trade. You are on the drop down, isolates Mary, and suddenly they come sliding in. Falcons back to back, trying to fight him forward, but they can't deal with Arco. 2 still standing. I feel like it's slipping between their fingertips here as Zeta step by step, and oh my god, just too strong. Mary is going to be furious about this. The stun was in, but it didn't matter. It's a judge. Wow, that is gutting. That was their big, I guess, crowning jewel of this round, but now they're down to whatever's left, which is Sheriffs and a Guardian. That has gotta hurt.
Nice setup here between Akko and Mako. You can believe Mako's gonna burn that blind as soon as Echo shoots her gun.
Banger.
Oh, no!
Mad B, that's clean. Can't get any more. Moko's on the case, but still, looking at the spike here, they're gonna know the cam's around here in that open and shut, but still, I'll be able to get a plant.
Ava wants to try to get a timing here at front B as soon as the spike goes down, maybe create some sort of a pinch, but ZETA, they're so aware. They want to fully clear Bunny before they rotate. Oh, the timing!
Jesus.
Not ready yet. Shadows.
Yeah, that one's rough. So trying to get proactive towards CT, it looks like is the name of the game. You're in 2v4, you got to try something. And they're just waiting in that smoke. And honestly, maybe a bad idea. Maybe they're thinking it's towards long, but the plant's very indicative of sight. But that's a shot from Lexa. Need more though from Toki, and not gonna happen. ZETA 3 alive, clean work. And they dealt with that initial threat that was Mary with the...
She wants to go aggro here, A main. If the breach is pushing down short A, you know they want A main control.
Oh god, this is so bold.
Oh,
Look
four
at the members! Sending them scattering. This is outrageous. ZETA, you're in their spawns. Get out of here. Falcons fight. No! The disrespect. And oh my god, Suzu! Lighting them on fire. That is unbelievable.
Lauren, Suzu's ending the round in T-spawn. Of Falcons, they've got 3 huge ultimates that they wanted to use last round, but now they've got to make a decision. Do we try to get a second round on the board with the ultimates that we have, with just the Sheriffs? I think depending on what kind of pick and what kind of map control Falcons have, they've got to be able to burn these ults to try to convert this round.
I have to say it, Suzu is just a superstar
Beast.
in the making. I mean, the bravado, everything, the confidence, the talent, it's all there. Mary, there was not much to do in that one. You know, if you're into one of those trips, you're gonna be dead. So at this point, plants coming in. And again, similar scenes, right? We've been here before, plants in play. And now onto the retake, but this time again, Sheriffs to try and hold it back. Just that stinger there as well.
Slowly constricting. I like the info that Ava's trying to get, figuring out where the bodies are, where most of the retake is going to be coming from. But Serena's doing such a good job being an anchor here.
Yeah, and the information is massive. You are getting so much of it. It's
Wow.
just farming. Falcons need a reset because ZETA are starting to run away with this.
Oh, Falcons, yeah. And they're expecting Falcons to react and push into them. So really strong awareness and map control coming out here for ZETA.
We're going out.
This is the one that pushed back a little further, but Mary right back to it. But you can see she's haunted from those previous rounds,
yes.
noting where Suzu was. But the ult not going to find anything here. So that could be the green light, or they pivot, they rotate. Already Moko is on the site, and they're already glancing towards that A side, but UR is around.
Falcons got nothing. Mads is inserted towards that long C connector, but she's feeling comfortable. Oh,
Massive.
no, Mako.
Okay, Mary at least finds a little bit of value, right? After all of that investment over towards Garage and C, a little bit of a reward. Trip is here. Has to be dealt with again. Looking at what they want to do. TP gets taken. Okay, back towards the C site. Cam still in play. And damage Serena almost had there. Cam now noted, knows Mary's coming, but doesn't mean you could stop her. Mary getting fired up here and get your gun out. What are we up to? Ava gets to fall away. And ZETA's now positioned. Gonna be noted, the support is there. Mad V not letting that slip.
One enemy
As you
remaining.
are, yeah. Mary looks pissed off. I'm gonna be honest, the way she's playing, they're fired up there from Suzu, so not having the same level of impact from this, but 6-2. It's still a very ZETA-sided game. And speaking of Suzu, have a look. Mary, yeah, felt... Oh,
She's gonna...
Well, aren't you lucky to be alive?
6 HP. Mary thought she would punish, but she's the one to get knocked back.
They look a bit scared here, Falcons, the way they're moving around. It's trying to play as 5, stick together. Are they in our spawn again? It's all a bit topsy-turvy.
And they weren't able to take care of any of the trips at Garage or C. And because Suzu got so much information, broke this attacker Cypher cam in the beginning, defenders are feeling real comfortable right now.
They go, though. Can they survive past Mary here, or do they even commit? 3 players
They've got to fall back. This is not a part of the plan. You saw Mad V's shield just dropping and going away. By the time they entry onto this Cypher at sea, she's not going to have that util.
And also, they have anything to break this. Okay, I don't know how you're going to get past this. Ava's got one shock dart left. So they're going to have to try and do what they can with just what's in front of them. This is devastating.
Desperation.
It's gone from bad to worse and it's falling to pieces. Serena's laughing. She'll be sat there happy with that. So much value for that one trip. And now Ava and Toki back away.
Yeah, they've got to.
Do we see them go for something, again, quite aggressive? Suzu certainly
Wow.
is. And the backline gets broken. The second you think you get a timeout, a moment of respite, you don't. And Mary out again.
The spam.
Oh, this is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking. Everything is right for ZETA, and it is going from bad to worse for Falcons. Oh. And Serena, yeah, she just wants it. She wants this round done. Get me out of here. Give me the next half. What do you want to do, Ava and Toki? And we were complimenting Falcons for at least getting the plant down, but now they're not getting that ZETA.
All hot on her heels.
Absolutely. You gotta dial in on this, but Suzu's here.
There they are.
You can see him go, oh God, again, Mary. She is, oh God.
Jesus.
Honestly, when you're struggling to even get those trips broken, you're feeling absolutely bullied around, and you're having UR on the other side lighting you up, you've got ults hitting. This is hard. This is hard to witness. A beautiful game from ZETA. Have to say, if you're looking on the kind of flip side of things, ZETA here have been marvelous. Hard to handle, slippery in ways. After every timeout, you'll see Suzu try something different. You can't pin her down. You can't predict where she's going to be. The setups coming up from Serena. So Falcons, with 3 left, have to approach this site. They've got the information on where these players are, but how do you get past them? How do you deal with them? Well, that's one way. Toki gonna get you 2. And hightails it towards the side. Trade out the paranoid, but the TP gets taken. Serena on the spray and loses, but it's Moko up against Lexa in the 1v1. 38 seconds, and Lexa is 10 HP.
Wow. Surviving there. Yeah, double up on the defense.
I mean, you got money, and it is the 12th round, so...
Yeah, and I think I saw a rifle at Serena's feet there as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. For Suzu, though, it's another new look. Similar scenes before, but now with the operator, right? So something slightly different. We've seen this before again. We've actually seen this round feel like play out before. This pressure through towards Garage, Mad V being the one to try and pull those rotations, which should be heard here.
Oh, great spam.
Ava's gone down.
The communication, they didn't let Ava know that the breach drilled her. That is so unfortunate. Not only that, but Mad V's ISO shield has been
They're walking
spammed.
mid. Look at mid. Look at the minimap right now. You saw them want to try and find that pure information. They didn't like that there was pressure on 2 fronts, right? They just lost the player towards A, and they have felt presence towards C.
Look at this read. All members of the defenders are nearby.
They're peeling away. Maybe to walk middle, maybe just to double check. You got it coming through Garage too, so they've got the site right. Here we go. So that's pretty much everything known now. Ult going to be used on the
30
body.
seconds left. Spike planted.
So a 4v4 post-plant. It's been these retakes that were the traditional downfall of Falcons and the upswing of ZETA. Oh! Mary is in your face. Only for one, though. Serena stops her in her tracks, but Mad V picks up where she drops down. Moko now next. In a line to try and get this fight going. The paranoia not quite there, but Suzu's on the site. Hello? Suzu.
Last
Suzu.
player
Suzu.
standing.
Someone, please. Oh my good God, oh my God, oh my God.
50 ADR every map, right? So Serena stepping up right when her team needs her most. That Cypher camera getting taken out instantly should give them an idea that, okay.
Well, we wanted aggression. I think Falcons want to get back in spawn. They're kind of, flipping the script a little bit. You are. Yeah, this is now a little bit of a tricky spot here. How do they go about this? We've got half of the map controlled by Falcons, and you are still the one succeeding against Lexa. Okay, there's the trade. Mary's got it back in hand, but even ZETA are now questioning, what do we want to do with this?
Suzu getting all this deep control in spawn, though, will give ZETA a little bit of breathing room in this post. Process of elimination should allow them to know exactly where these retakes are going to be coming from.
It feels inescapable at this point. They got to go through this. They got to be able to deal with the player in CT, and the patience almost pays off. But it's Arco to find Mary. The Falcons answering back, and Suzu now going to find it difficult to try and find the punish, but it is still Suzu who falls. Ava gets Falcons in a position to move forward. Gonna get them instantly to the Bulldog for 1, 2, 4 of the players. And the Sheriff's still with Toki there. On the other side, just that ghost for Suzu. Let's see what we're up to.
Got the spike!
Falcons, if we're going to be honest, they need a clean round. Christine, it's got to be 4 at least alive here.
Absolutely. Really interesting setup coming through here for Falcons as well. A trip all the way in the back lines and just the camera at A here. If Suzu does enough sniffing and gets enough information, and you can see the communications coming across, Suzu has way too much control. And ZETA, they're deciding right now. Doubling back. I want to see if this trip does anything back here, back sight, you know, because usually the Neons, they're always worried about the trips being forward here and here.
Valuable. Mad V's the one who's going to get first test. Oh, good damage.
Down mid.
Easy. Mad V's got to try and... I'd say just get out of there. That heck felt really needless. I didn't like that decision making at all, and now that opens up... I don't want to say a chance, because it really isn't, but if there was a little bit more of an investment here, a couple of light shields, or maybe, you know, a sheriff or something of that ilk, it could have been a real problem. Fortunately enough for Falcons, they do seem to keep 4 here. Moko has a chance to take away another, and that would start making things a bit more costly. Yes, it does, considering they had those 4 Bulldogs at the start. Now they're in a bit of a deficit.
10 seconds
They can maximum come away with 3. That's fine in the
Eagle, but 4 members going strong onto this A main.
Okay, this could be awful. Moko?
Wait, that's...
Where was that? Is that just
in the
straight
corner of A
blind?
main? Yeah, just through the smoke again. I think that's the 4th spam kill for ZETA in 2 maps.
And I feel like Mary's been on the receiving end a lot of these random, like, in the dark shots, which it's got to be frustrating for her. But I mean, I always say I don't mind on a bonus, trying to be a bit more proactive and take a couple of risks, go for something a little bit more out there. That's fine, but that's a really unfortunate way to start. There's nothing much to be said or done about it. It is what it is. And I like this explore down the middle. I kind of like what they're trying here, Falcons. At least they're not just being standard in approach.
Yeah, and Serena had such an incredible setups on the defenses, all up to Lexa now. Trip does get taken out, and yeah, nobody nearby her to be able to flood or anything, so she's got to play passive.
It's fine to be placed, and it is.
You are is just slipping
Right here.
fast.
Do about this one. We're gonna have to eventually start building back in. It is more than 1 player though. They only know about the Sheriff. They don't know about the Bulldog down here. Ava, again, still the one to show presence. Still trying to keep that at least, you know, a little bit of a surprise there. But now they're gonna know that Madby is also towards C-Long. Might push them towards CT here. Here comes the trap. Here comes the pinch. Falcons do land the shot. Serena though, again, still pulling her weight and then some. Madby and Ava, position noted earlier. ZETA, very...
It was too late. Suzu's finding everything she wants.
Yeah, pace as well. Look at the speed in which she's already in garage. I mean, it's 1 minute 30, and they're already very headstrong in this. This is the big round, really, for me, when it comes to at least Falcon's chance in this. Once you get to 10, it feels like then the ults start to cycle in for ZETA, and it gets easier and easier for them to make someone like Suzu have those sort of runs. For now, though, showed presence towards garage, but I like this re-clear again. I like the Falcons are trying to take that space back.
Yeah, because they just lost both trips, rather the front B trip, and they thought the attackers were in the garage, but now they know. Falcons, all the information coming through that they are all outside A main here.
Ava needs to be really careful to not get overrun.
She's getting
she
off
has
the site.
cautiously slipped back, and I think the second that they've started to clear through window and that far down, you're thinking, right, I just need to live here. Site take is on. ZETA gonna be in the post plant.
Spike planted.
Can be
Deciding what to do with this.
yeah, like we could give it a go, but for now just opting to go for it. Again, very similar scene to that last round, right? 2 through CT, 3 on the wrap, and a freebie.
Oh,
Serena
no.
this time didn't seem to cotton on to the idea of what was going on here. Now Mary kicks it up a gear, looks for a player and
Player
finds one.
standing.
ZETA on the fight back, but it's still a 2v1. Moko tucked in the corner by
Enemy
Quad.
remaining.
Finds a fight on CT, and the spacing was far from perfect. Sheriff's struggling. They don't have an ult to bank on. Mary's got her, so maybe if they can get... No, sorry, Mary's one away from her, so maybe they could go for it, but look at Suzu. So smart, so heads up. It's Mad B who gets punished on that. Mary will get her ult, but Do you want to invest it here? Do you think you got a chance at this one? You might do now. Feeling confident.
Use the drone.
And maybe right. Mary gonna find UR and still gonna go through this one. Suzu trying to catch the cross if they try and pour in, but still they are taking the tour. And Mary is taking names. That's what she needed, but there's still one to go. Arco against 3. Sheriffs have plenty of rifles to pick up here. Don't make a mess of this one. You've been given a gift here. Lock it down. As Arco has to fight 3. She can't.
Right in the nick of time as well. ZETA,
Healing area.
they just gotta shake that one off. They've gotta shake that one off and do what they've been doing all game long, which is give each other the information. For UR, she's gotta be able to lean onto her utility, lean onto that drone, let her teammates know how many numbers there are.
ZETA have so many ults here. URs, you've got Arcos, and one away from Suzu's. They get that opportunity, like Mary had in just that last round. You gotta go for it. Oh, Toki could be dead here. You know you're being hunted. You're being chased, and you just about get away. You are thanking your lucky stars for that.
Suzu's one off as well. I think that long seat orb is still up for the taking, and the defenders in Falcon right now, they're nervous about this A hit.
Oh, it's already gone.
Oh, they took it.
So Suzu,
Give her the spike.
yep. Get that ult cooking. Not to be, it's still Arco with it. So Suzu just taking the call with just the classic. I say just. But Mary looking to take the space back by Garage. Oh my word, there is a play around that door, and it is Moko, and Moko might be on for an absolute monstrous round, and Mary checks it, but Moko still gets the shot.
The reposition from Moko. She still has the ult, still has the blind as well.
TP taken, she doesn't even reveal her position. Toko, you can see them look around. Toki is like, what is going on here? How is Yuri in this position? We've been trying to deal with the site. We've got so many problems on so many fronts. Falcons need to get this one started. Ult gonna come in, they can't get it to halfway. Can't avoid the ult. This is going terribly wrong. And Serena now makes her hand known. The timing is outrageous. Again, another attempt at another ult. They've at least got half. UR gets 2, 3, 4.
It's up to her to warm up back into this rifle in her hand. Those combos that we've been seeing from Falcons with the ISO utility and this Sova has been spectacular. They haven't been able to actually execute it perfectly in this map, but we've seen it before. Ava's got that Hunter's Fury in her back pocket. So I think for Falcons, they're going to be okay without over-rotating this round. They're going to be able to play pretty standard and provide that cross-map help.
I got Spike.
To be a burst, yeah. Suzu straight in. That's going to be the ult coming in. Actually, hold on. Maybe able to deny this one. Let's see. Mad V can do with this. Oh, it's messy. Suzu so clean on the other
I got
side.
Spike. There.
Oh, the early Hunter's Fury for Ava as well,
Spike
not
planted.
landing on anyone.
Suzu's got ult.
Oh, she's going deeper.
Suzu, come on, punish there. Lexa takes a big stride forward, starts clearing close towards that B side, but also, again, look at Moko's positioning. It's terrifying. Really nice denial on the defuse. They're going to buy a good couple of seconds for someone like Moko to gap close. Serena needs to keep a check on this. There is a chance they can do pretty well. Yeah, they are trying the best they can. They've got the defuse towards half, but Arco steps forward and takes them down. ZETA up to 12 in a blink of an eye.
Utility. It's too strong for ZETA.
Was, but can they close? Suzu pops the on, sends Falcons running for now, taking some cover towards Sewer, but Suzu still on the still looking for another victim, drops down Mary, can't find the follow-up just yet, but she ain't stopping, denied by Mad V.
It's all just a ruse.
Oh my god, and you're right, they are on towards the seaside, but Lexa's still close by, still holding on desperately, takes away Serena. Can't get a follow-up, UR's there. And they're clutching at straws, trying to do anything they can, but they're starting to lose the grip of this one. Plant's now in place, but a 3v3. Still a lot of util here for Falcons. They have a good chance at making this incredibly hard for ZETA.
UR's drone should alert that most of the bodies are not going to be coming from spawn, so that alerts Eiko to be aware, taking out the flank.
Right, revealing area.
That's going to make the defender's job so much more difficult here.
It's all falling to pieces. Mad V has to face the music, and it is all playing to ZETA's tune. They have been impeccable this entire series, and the double swing to close. The dream run continues.